get started. We're gonna get started on our backs this morning in Supta Baddha Konasana. So that means, and take your blocks with you for this one too. Can you guys see me okay? Okay. So the palms of your feet, your soles of your feet will be together, knees will come out to the side, and then you can just lay back. I like to put blocks underneath my knees here so I don't overstretch my hips so early in the morning. And you can just lay back. Hands can fall open or they can rest on the chest or the belly. Take a big inhale through the nose. And then exhale, sigh it out. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Big inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale here. And then exhale with the mouth closed. Try and make that rasping noise at the back of the throat. We'll do that 2 more times. That's your ujjayi breath. Inhale through the nose. And then with the mouth closed, exhale. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. And then you can either, let's hug our knees into our chest to start. Maybe you just kind of give a gentle rock, right to left. Maybe bring the knees wider than the hips. Think of bringing them up, kind of in towards your armpits. And then when you're ready, you can either rock up and over the shins into tabletop, or you can just kind of topple over to the side and make your way to tabletop position. I kind of do a hybrid of both. It is never graceful. And once you're in your tabletop, make sure everything is stacked properly. So shoulder, elbow, wrist all in a line, knees and hips. Press the shins into the ground. Inhale, drop the belly forward. Exhale, push and round the back. Separate the shoulder blades. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, push round. Inhale, belly drops, look forward. Exhale, push round. Find your neutral spine. Your right hand will move to the middle of the mat. Left hand will peel up and open towards the ceiling, and then you'll thread the needle, bring the left shoulder to the mat. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, left arm comes up high, open up the chest. Exhale, thread the needle, left shoulder comes to the mat. Last time here, open up the chest, left arm comes high. Feel a nice stretch in your pec, and then as you carve the arm underneath, shoulder comes to the mat. into the center of your shoulder blades here. Next, inhale, unwind, arm comes high. And then exhale, replace the hand. Inhale, wash it out with a cat-cow, belly drops. Exhale, push round. Inhale, belly drops. And then exhale, push round. Your next inhale, left hand comes to the center of the mat, directly under your face. Right arm peels open. Hands come high, and then as you exhale, thread the needle through. Right shoulder comes to the mat. Nice. Open up that right arm. Fingers come up towards the sky, and then exhale, thread the needle. Last time, open up the right arm. Exhale, right shoulder to the mat. When you're ready, big inhale, unwind, arm comes high. Replace the hand, and then we'll take another cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, hey Kara. Exhale, push round. And then inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, tuck the toes. From here, we're going to push into the ground with our hands. So think of separating the shoulder blades. Yeah. Wrap the biceps forward, away from the face. Press into the toes, activate the legs, hover the knees off the ground like an inch. Hold for 5. Breathe 4. 3, 2, 1. Gently replace the knees. Untuck the toes. You can tap the toes out. Maybe sit back on your heels, roll your wrists out. We'll do that 2 more times. Come forward, take your tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, push round. Inhale, drop the belly, tuck the toes. As you take your neutral spine, think of pressing the floor away, separate the shoulder blades. So you're active in your arms, active in the legs, activate the legs and press into the toes. Knees hover off the ground, maybe an inch. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently replace the knees, untuck the toes, tap them out, roll the wrists out. And if your wrists are bothering you here, you can always put your hands on top of blocks. Same thing, I can cue that in down dog too. It's sometimes a little gentler on your wrists. Last time, come back to your tabletop. Inhale, tuck the toes. Push into the back like you're pushing the mat away from you. Spin the biceps forward. And then hover the knees, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently replace the knees. Tap your toes out. And maybe swish your hips right to left. Kind of loosen out that low back. So you're making like a C curve with your spine to the right. Yeah, and to the left. Perfect. When you're ready, you can tuck your toes and push back to your first down dog of the day. And for this down dog, we'll bring our feet wide to the edges of the mat. Or if you're not on a mat, bring them like 2 feet apart. And keep the knees really bent this morning. Look at the hands and walk them maybe 2 feet closer to the feet. So you're in a shortened down dog. Left hand will reach to the outside of the right leg. You'll peek up and under that arm. Big inhale, and then exhale. Maybe you bend into that left leg for your twisted down dog. One more round of breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Your next inhale, you'll come through center. Maybe take a little flat back, and then exhale. Right hand comes to the outside of the left leg. Yeah. You're peeking up and under that left arm. Right leg might bend. Nice. Your next inhale, come back through center, and then just walk your hands back out to your down dog. Maybe you'll pedal the feet out, and the feet might come closer here. Kind of like you're pressing on a stair stepper with your heels. Just start to kind of walk and activate the calves, the bottoms of the feet. And then we'll start to take that little walk all the way up to the top of the mat. Bring the feet to the heels of the hands. So you're right at the top of the mat. Perfect. Head hangs. You can connect the hands to opposite elbows if that feels good for you this morning. Or your hands can just kind of rest on the legs or on the ground. Super bend your knees, and then slowly roll all the way up to stand. Your arms will come high. Look at them connect at the palms, and then bring your hands to heart center. Nice. Feet together at the top of the mat. We'll start with a couple rounds of Sun C. Inhale your arms high. Exhale, dive the body down. Bend the knees here. Inhale, halfway lift. Crown of the head stretches towards whatever's in front of you. The wall, my face. Hands plant, right leg steps back, and the right knee gently touches down. You're in low lunge. Nice. Arms come high. Think of knitting all of the ribs together in the front of your body. Yeah. Exhale, hands plant. You tuck the back toes, step back and lower, and then you'll move forward into your forward-facing dog. And push back, down dog. Inhale your right leg high. Think of the toes dialing down. Inner hip, inner thigh spins up towards the ceiling. Pull it in, knee to nose, and then you'll step on it. Take your little lunge. Left knee touches down. Arms come high. Inhale. Exhale, hands plant. Tuck the back toes. Step forward. Remove the tension in the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Slowly roll up to stand. Your arms will come high. Exhale, dive the body down. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you plant your hands, your left foot will step back this time. As you take your low lunge, left knee gently touches down. Arms come high. Inhale. Nice. Exhale, hands plant. Step back and lower, chaturanga. Inhale, forward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale your left leg high. Think of spinning the toes down towards the mat and your inner left thigh is coming up towards the ceiling. Pull it in, knee to nose. Step on it. Right knee gently lowers down, low lunge. Inhale, your arms rise. Exhale, hands plant. Tuck the toes and step forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, roll up. Arms come high. Hands to heart center. Round 2. Inhale your arms high. Exhale, dive the body down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to shins. And as the hands plant, step back with the right leg, low lunge. Arms rise. And with your arms up high, think of scooping the air. Activate the mid-back, pinkies might come forward. My palms are almost facing the wall behind me. Nice. Hands plant. Step back to your twisted down dog. Your left leg will cross in front of your right. So you're almost in like where we would take an IT band stretch in your down dog. From here, shift forward into your high push-up. Option to stay here. You can drop the knees, take a modified plank, or you can take 3 push-ups. For 3, 2, 1, push back to your down dog. Inhale the right leg high. Pull it in, knee to nose. And then step on it. Left knee gently touches down. Arms come high. And then bring your hands to your hips. That left arm will rise. We'll just take a gentle side bend. Nice. Beautiful. Both arms can come up, and then you'll step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Slowly roll up. Arms come high. Dive the body down. Inhale, halfway lift. As you plant the hands, left leg steps back this time. Gently touch down. Arms rise. Same motion here with your arms. Think of scooping the air. Your pinkies will almost come like, think of your pinkies like coming together, I guess. Palms will come back. I feel my mid-back super activated here. Hands will plant, and then tuck the toes, step back to your twisted down dog. Right leg will cross in front of left. Shift forward into your high push-up. That same motion that we took earlier in those bear planks, think of doing that here. Push the mat away. Either you take 3 push-ups, or you can hold in plank for 3, 2, 1. Push back to your down dog. Inhale that left leg high. Pull it in, knee to nose. And then step on it. Gently lower the right knee down. Anjaneyasana. You're in your low lunge. Arms rise. And then your hands will come to your hips. That right arm will rise. Think of inhaling. The ribs will lift off the pelvic bone. And then you'll take a gentle side bend over to the left. Nice. Inhale, come back to center, replace both arms. And the hands will come down, surround the foot, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, slowly roll up. Arms come high. And then hands come to heart center. Inhale your arms high. Hands will come all the way down to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, right foot first and then left foot. Stay in your high push-up. From here, we'll take some toe taps. So your right leg will tap out to the right and then back to center. Left leg out to the left and then back to center. Yeah, for 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, and 1. You can shift forward and lower all the way to the belly. Untuck the toes. Your hands will come to your mid-ribs and think of your crown of your head getting long. Like there should be the sensation of someone pulling a string all the way from the tips of your toes through the crown of your head, so your body's gaining length. Roll the shoulders back. Think of the shoulder blades knitting together and melt the palms of the hands into the ground as you come up into your baby cobra. Gaze is like 6 to 12 inches in front of your mat. Exhale, relax. Right cheek can come to the mat. We'll take that one more time. Find your neutral gaze. Activate the legs so the kneecaps rise off the ground. Roll the shoulders back and melt the palms into the mat as you engage the mid-back. Shoulders knit together. Gaze looks forward, baby cobra. Nice, you guys. Gently relax. You can push back through tabletop and then push back into your down dog. Option to hold it here, or you can relax in your child's pose for a couple of breaths. Big inhales. Big exhales. Look forward when you're ready, and you can hop, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, slowly roll up. Arms come high. And then hands to heart center. Round 2 of Sun A. Inhale your arms high. Exhale, dive the body down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, left leg steps back first this time, and then right. Hold your high push-up. Activate the legs and spin the biceps forward. You'll touch you can bring your feet a little bit wider for this one too if you want. It's a little bit gentler on the back. Your right hand will come to your left shoulder and then replace it. Left hand will come to right shoulder, replace it. Shoulder taps for 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Shift forward, lower all the way down to the belly. Untuck the toes so your toenails are on the ground. And your hands will come back to that same spot at your mid-ribs. Same thing here. Activate the thighs so your knees lift off the ground. Maybe your toes lift off the ground too. Think of those inner thighs spinning up towards the ceiling. For this one, your hands will come down flat next to your hips. And as you elevate the first couple ribs, think of that same gaze that we took in Baby Cobra. Shoulders knit together, and your elbows are almost trying to touch in your Baby Locust. Exhale, relax. Maybe you wiggle the hips a little bit. And we'll take that one more time. So palms are flat down by the hips. Roll the shoulders back. Push the toenails into the ground so the knees raise off of the mat. And then you'll start to elevate the feet. Think of getting long, one long line from your feet to your head as you start to elevate the shoulders and the chest off the ground. And your Baby Locust here. Exhale, relax, right cheek can come to the ground. Maybe you take a big breath here. I'm doing some light wiggling of the hips just to kind of massage out the low back. And when you're ready, your hands can come to your mid-ribs, push back through tabletop and into your down dog. From your down dog, think of that same wrapping motion that we've been doing. The biceps will come towards the face. And think of putting more pressure on your thumb and your pointer finger than in the heel of your hand. That'll help any pressure that you're feeling in your wrists. Look forward and bend the knees. Hop, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, slowly roll up. Arms come high. And then hands come to heart center. Bring the feet together here. Maybe toes are together and feet are like a little bit apart, so it's like a pizza slice. Inhale your arms high. Exhale, dive the body down. Inhale, halfway lift. And then super bend your knees. Your arms come behind you and you'll come into chair pose. So think of your feet, I think of your legs as like two separate entities here. Yeah, they're not kind of caving in together. For me, I'm like thinking of, there's like a band that I'm imagining around my legs that's pulling them together, and I'm also pushing the band apart. Yeah, perfect. Fold down into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands will plant, step back, left leg first, then right. You'll come to your high push-up. Shift forward through your chaturanga. Inhale, forward facing dog. Exhale, push back down dog. Right leg will inhale high. Pull it in, knee to nose. And then inhale it high again to your three-legged dog. Pull it in, right knee to right elbow. Right leg inhales high. Cross the body, right knee to left elbow. Last time, right leg inhales high. Pull it in, knee to nose, and then step on it. Runner's lunge hands here, so tent the fingertips, and the left leg might move out to the left a couple inches to get some more stability. Ground into your feet here, and you'll come up into your high lunge. Arms rise. Nice. Hands will plant. Step back to your high push-up. Shift forward, move through your chaturanga. Inhale, forward facing dog. Exhale, push back to your down dog. Left leg rises high. Think of that inner thigh spinning up towards the ceiling. Pull it in, knee to nose. Left leg comes high again. Pull it to the outside of the left elbow. Big exhale. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, cross the body, left knee to right elbow. Last time, left leg high. And then pull it in, knee to nose, and step on it. Tent the fingers here in your runner's lunge hands. Right leg might come out to the right a little bit. Ground into the feet as you rise up into your high lunge. Nice. Big breath here. Hands will plant. Step back to your high push-up. And then just push back to your down dog, actually. Maybe you swish the hips out a little bit. And when you're ready, you can come up on the toes, hop, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down, bend the knees, and you'll come up through your chair pose. Nice. And then come to stand, hands to heart center. One more round of sun B with a twist. Inhale, just through chair. Think of sitting back. Yes, nice, you guys. See if you can pick the toes up. Yeah. And then exhale, fold down to your forward fold. Relax the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant. You'll step back, left leg first this time, then right. Shift forward and come into your chaturanga. Move through your forward fold or forward facing dog and push back to your down dog. Big inhale, open mouth, exhale here. One more time like that. Big inhale, exhale, open mouth. Inhale the right leg high. Pull it in, knee to nose, and then step on it. Tent the fingers, take your runner's lunge hands. Inhale for a flat back. And then exhale, the left hand will come to the inside of the right foot. Think of peeling open like we did in our thread the needle this morning for your twisting high lunge. Right arm comes up towards the ceiling. Replace the hands, surround the front foot, and then you'll come up into your high lunge once more. Maybe you wobble a little. From here, gently lower the back knee down so that it hovers, and then come back up into your high lunge. We'll do that 2 more times. Gently lower down for 3. Oh, that was 2, sorry. Last one, and then come up. Nice. Hands will plant, surround the front foot, step back to your high push-up. Shift forward, move through chaturanga. Or you can just push back to your down dog. You always have an option to skip all the chaturangas. From your down dog, maybe you pedal the feet out. And then you'll inhale that left leg high. Pull it in, knee to nose. Foot will come towards the left thumb. Take your runner's lunge. Hands are tented here. Perfect. Inhale, take a flat back. Think of the crown of the head getting long. Exhale, relax. Right hand will come to the inside of the left foot. Left arm will peel open. Nice. For your twisting lunge. These look really beautiful. Replace the hands, and from your runner's lunge, ground into the feet. Get strong through your legs and come up into your high lunge. We'll take those same wave lunges again 3 times. Gently lower the back knee down. Fingers might graze the mat. Come up for 3. Lower down for 2. Breathe down. Exhale for 1. Hands surround the front foot. Step back and lower. Flow through vinyasa or just take your down dog. And from your down dog, come up onto the tiptoes and bend the knees. Look forward. Take 1 big step to the front of the mat and then step the other foot back up. Feet can come together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down, bend the knees, and think of skier's arms coming up as you sit back into your chair pose. Nice. Exhale, hands come to the heart center, you'll stand. Let's grab a drink of water, you have a couple seconds. And I'll walk through our next couple sequences. Okay. So, I want to do the low lunge sequence with you guys because I feel like it's just a nice way to kick off your weekend. And then we're going to play with an arm balance. So I don't want to freak you out, but you guys are all totally strong enough to do it. And it's going to be fantastic. So I'm excited. But for the low lunge sequence, if you don't like anything, I'll cue some options. And if you really don't like it, just do whatever you want. But we'll start at the front of the mat. And we'll start it like we start a sun A. So if you don't like the vinyasa, you can just step back to your down dog. But inhale your arms high, if you're moving with me. And exhale, dive the body down. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant, step back to your high push-up. And then shift forward into your chaturanga. Forward facing dog. And then push back to your down dog. From down dog, right leg will inhale high. Think of that same cue as before. Inner right thigh spins up towards the ceiling, toes dial down. Activate through the hip and the glute. Pull it in, knee to nose, and then you'll step on it. Get your hands and your feet right. So my left foot always moves a little bit out to the left here, just to give myself some stability. As you ground through the legs, come up through your high lunge, and your hands will interlace at the low back. Nice. If you don't like the interlace, you can just put your knuckles together like a fist bump. Either way, roll the shoulders back, big inhale, and then you'll exhale. Your right chest might rest on your right thigh. Option here to spin that left foot back and down, so you're in warrior one feet. You can raise the interlaced hands off the low back, or your left fist can come to the ground for support. Nice. Humble warrior. Pick up the back heel, take that high lunge leg again, and you'll come up, find your high lunge arms. Hands will come to heart center. Big inhale. Exhale, spin the left tricep over the outside of the right leg. You're in your twisted high lunge. Think of, sometimes I have my left hand on my right shoulder to kind of assist that twist. These look good, guys. Inhale, come back up through your high lunge and open warrior two. Nice. From warrior two, strong arms here. Left hand will come to your left thigh or your left glute. Right arm reverses, comes up and out of your low hip as you're reaching towards like where the wall and the ceiling connect. For Kara, towards the tree line. Shift forward with that right arm, take your side angle. Left arm comes up and over by the ear. Nice. Option to stay here or option to take the half bind. That left arm will come across the low back towards the right hip crease. And you can stay here, or that right arm might come down towards the ground so that my shoulder is almost like inside my knee crease. If you want to go for the full bind, your right arm will come around the right hip in search of your left fingers, and maybe you connect. And if you do, roll that left shoulder open, stand into the outer left leg. Maintain that integrity of the knee, and maybe you look towards your front foot. One last inhale. Exhale. Hands come down to the mat. Pick up the back heel. Left knee gently touches down. I'm going to fold my mat in. So if you guys are on a hard surface, maybe you want to do that. If not, just be mindful. From here, move the left knee back and then move it back again. Yeah. So we're in like an extended low lunge. Open the right toes to the right and the right knee to the right, so you're like completely turned out. That right chest will open to the right. Option here, guys, to just come up on the back toes. Take your low lizard lunge. Yeah. Or with that back knee on the ground, you can reach back and kick into your butt cheek. Your right hand will connect to your left leg. Yeah. Big inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale, gently release what you have. Turn everything back to face the front of the mat. And then step back to your down dog. Kind of pedal out the legs. And then we'll prepare for movement as we even out the other side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, pull it in, knee to nose. Step on it. Tent the fingertips and make sure your feet are where you feel most stable. So for me, I move that back leg out a couple inches towards the right. As you get ready for movement, elevate the arms, come up into your high lunge. Hands will interlace at the low back, or you can take that same fist bump if you took it before. Change the interlace. Yeah, so for me, my left hand's on top, non-dominant hand this time. Roll the shoulders back. Big inhale. And then as you shift forward, that left shoulder, think of coming to your left knee. If it feels good for your shoulders, you can try and elevate the wrists off of the low back. Sometimes I don't really like it. Option here to spin that back foot down, take warrior one feet. And you can always plant the right fist into the mat for stability. Nice. Next, inhale. Pick up the back heel. And you'll come back up through your high lunge. Hands will come to heart center. Breathe in, lift the ribs, and that left tricep, that right tricep will come to the outside of the left thigh. If you're twisting high lunge, nice. Right ribs are spinning towards the left. You're getting long in one line from the left heel to the crown of the head. Beautiful, you guys. Big inhale through high lunge. And then open warrior two on the left side. Standing into the outer edge of the pinky foot, of the pinky toe on your right foot. Right hand comes to the right glute. Left arm reaches up and back, reverse the warrior. And then you'll shift forward, left elbow to left knee for side angle. Right arm will spin up towards the right ear. Careful not to collapse into that back knee. Option to stay here, or option to take a half bind. That right arm will come across the low back towards the left hip crease. You could even bring that left shoulder towards the knee crease in your front leg. And if you wanted to take the full bind, you'd look underneath your body and your left hands would go in search of the right fingers. And if they connect, roll that right shoulder open and look towards your front foot. Big inhale here. Exhale, hands release, surround the front foot, pick up the back heel. This is where I folded my mat. Back knee gently touches down. Move the back knee back like 6 inches. And then your left toes will open to the left, left knees will open to the left, and your left chest will open to the left. Option to tuck the back toes and take that low lizard lunge, if that feels good for you. Or with the knee on the ground, remember, the knee's so far back that you're actually not on the kneecap, you're on like your quad attachment, so you're not gonna hurt your knee. Reach back, think of kicking into your butt with that right leg. Left arm will connect to your right foot. Other arm, Morgan. Yeah, reverse, yep. Yeah, exactly. Nice. Big inhale. Exhale, gently release what you have. Pick up the back knee. Sometimes I like kind of rock it out a little because it's a lot of activation in your hip. And then step back to your down dog. Shift forward to your high push-up. And then lower down, chaturanga. to your forward facing dog. Push back to your down dog. And then just walk, take a couple steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. And then as you bend the knees, slowly roll up to stand. Your arms will come high, palms will connect above the head, hands to heart center. Okay. We'll do a couple standing balances and then we'll move to the ground. So ground into your feet here. And maybe you can just bring your hands to your hips to start. And just kind of feel that you have even weight on both your feet, like rock into your right. Yeah, maybe take some hip circles. And then once you find stillness, shift your weight into that right foot. Maybe pop the left heel. I always think of Princess Diaries and I say that, like, oh, pop your heel. For tree pose today, you can either kickstand, you can come to your shin, or you can come to the inside of your upper thigh. Just be mindful that there's no pressure on your knee. Nice, you guys. Once you're settled wherever you are, your hands can come to heart center. And if you're feeling it, you can maybe raise your gaze a couple inches and your arms can come up and out as you grow the branches of your tree. Think of standing on top of your right leg, and that right leg is pushing equal weight back into your left foot. Hands can come to heart center. And hug that left knee into your chest. We'll just take a gentle standing twist here. So my left hand's at my, like my sacrum, my low back here. Yeah. And just a gentle standing twist. Maybe you open that back arm. Nice. Replace it. Shake out that right leg. Keep shaking it. Mine's so sore. And find your even feet again. We'll shift the weight into that left leg. The right leg was already just up in the air, so tree on the right, on the left leg, right leg will plant. Yeah, these look good, you guys. And remember, you have options here. If you have a wall to use, like I do, option to use that. Use the support you're given. And when you're feeling stable, your hands can come to heart center. Big inhale and exhale. Gaze might come up a couple inches. Maybe you play with balance. The hands might separate as you grow the branches of your tree. And then make your way back through center. You'll pick up that right knee, pull it into the chest. Yeah. And then knee might come hip length. Right hand will come to your right sacrum. Push the hip down and take your standing twist. Right arm might come behind you as you open up. And when you're ready, hug that knee back in. You can kick it away. Shake out the left leg. And then I want you to just squat. So this is where, If this doesn't feel great, if you have a block, you can just sit on it for a second. Yeah, nice. You can also, if like you don't have really flexible Achilles or calves, you can come up on your toes, whatever's comfortable for you. We're gonna practice crow today, and then I'll put you on your backs and relax you for the rest of the day. But this is such a power pose, and I think it's just such a fun way to go into the weekend where like, it's a long weekend, it's the end of the summer, and we're gonna go in feeling great. So, from here, remember in our twisting lunge, I had you like, your shoulder was coming into your knee crease? Same thing, dig your shoulders and your elbows into your knees, yes. Now, this is like your lat and your serratus. That's what's gonna help you gain stability. So think of pressing your legs into your upper triceps and your shoulders and your arms pressing right back against it. Maintain that friction for 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, did you feel that? You could feel that activation. We're gonna do that one more time. Hands plant this time, directly in front of you. Push the arms and the legs against one another for 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. I'm gonna turn sideways now. It might be helpful here to come up on a block, or like Gina, you're sitting on one, that's perfect. From here, the way to balance and crow, you guys, is you're getting your elbows up and over your wrists. So watch me first, and then I'll talk you through it. So I'm moving my elbows over my wrists, and I'm just playing with a little bit of balance. My fingers are my grips here. And then you gently just shift back. So it's not a jumping, it's a shifting of weight. So we're gonna play with it. Dig your armpits and your upper triceps into your legs. Maintain that pressure. Come up on the toes. Maybe just shift forward and pick up one leg. Replace it and maybe you pick up the other leg. And then come back. Nice, you guys. Okay, roll your wrists out. We're gonna try it one more time, but before we do that, I want you to just play. So Gina, you might wanna move your block out of the way for this one, because I want you to just like literally shift forward, kick the feet up, and come right back down. Like you're a kid, like you're gonna like, beep, beep, feet pop together and then come back. Yes. So you feel that shift in balance. Let's try that one more time, more controlled. These look so good. Hands plant. Palms melting into the center of the mat. Pick up the back heels as you shift forward. Maybe one foot comes up at a time. And then you just replace the feet. Nice job. You did handstands. Okay, just sit down. And we can just take a seated twist. So your right knee can come up and over the left leg. Bend that left knee underneath. So you're kind of in your pretzel twist, yeah. Big inhale here. And exhale, twist. Get long through the spine. And then bring both legs through center, shake it out. With that right leg long, left leg will cross over. Option to stay here, or you can double bend your right leg. Yeah, take your seated twist. Release the legs, maybe you shake them in front of you. We'll take that double knee traction that we did last week. So feet plant flat down. Your arms will come up like 2 goalposts. Flip them down. And then your hands will come on the outside of the legs, connect them through. And my feet have to go a little bit wider. Think of like pulling your chin and almost your temples. Yeah, good job, you guys. And if that doesn't feel great, you can just bring your legs wider and your elbows can come on the outside of your knees, and you just kind of traction the head forward. You'll grab like along your jawline, maybe you grab the base of the neck. It's just a really nice spine release. You're creating space in places where you usually are so compressed. Big inhale, release. Make your way to your back gently, and if you have a blocker, a pillow, bring it with you. Your feet will plant flat, like you're gonna take bridge pose. And think of lengthening out the low back and lengthening out the neck. Press through the feet, raise the hips, and if you have a block or a pillow here, bring it underneath your hips and just sit on it in assisted bridge. Nice. And if you don't have a block or a pillow, I'd like for you to connect your hands underneath your hips. I can demo it. And roll the shoulders underneath. And then just sit on the wrists. Separate the hands. Nice. That looks good, you guys. Big inhale here. And exhale. When you're ready, you can remove the block, gently lift the hips, slide the blocker pillow away. You can pull your knees into your chest. Maybe just hug them in here. Take some gentle rocking. And then as you exhale, start to lengthen out as you find your final resting pose. I'd like for you to have your palms facing up this morning. As we start to relax the body and thank the body for supporting us through this practice this morning. Big inhale. Exhale, release anything you've been holding on to. Any tension in the mouth, in the jaw. One more inhale here. Exhale. Shavasana. Maybe you start to introduce some longer breaths here. The wrists and the ankles might start to move. And on your next inhale, prepare for movement. Exhale, topple over to one side. Knees curl up into the chest. And use your arms to make your way to an easy seat. Bring your hands flat across your chest. Eyes can stay closed or they can open. Together we'll take one big inhale. Hold it at the top. Drop the shoulders, take one more sip in. Exhale, side out. Bring your hands to heart center, your knuckles to your chest bone, to your sternum. Thank you for sharing practice with me today. Namaste. Thanks, guys.